the divisions I was in. But now, like, everybody's doing it because it's awesome. So I do the back step here. I don't make a big step. I circle my foot over. I spin, sitting on the step. And then I don't grab the knee because I'll triangle his legs. I grab the calf.
Everybody's running over here.
Now, if I fall to the leg here, he can put his foot in my butt and start to get out. Voice Gracie Sakuraba. You know? So the fundamental on the knee bar is to fall with the guy. Almost like you're laying in bed with the person, right? Pinch your knees, grab the heel. Here. Now most people triangle their legs here. And then they're able to get the tap with their hips. Okay? But what's happening here is you're not using your whole body. You're just using the upper half of your body. Alright? So they'll get here, they'll arch their body, or they'll do something fancy like this, but still, they're not using their legs. Their legs are just kind of like holding the ankle in place. There's so much power. The thing is, like, I've only seen somebody's knee buckle once in a knee bar, and that was Pal Harris versus John Fitch. That's the only time. We've all seen elbows go. That's common. The knee is such a big joint. Okay? So, first thing is, I don't want him to spin his knee. Alright? That's first. Second, I want to be able to break. Okay? So I gotta control it, and then I gotta add power. Right? So what happens is, if I just triangle my legs, it's very easy to defend. Does anybody in here know how to defend? Yeah, he's going to turn the knee that way. Does anybody in here know what to do with your hands here? Right, he puts me in a knee bar. Here, triangles his legs, falls back, right? To defend the knee bar, you just open the knee. Right? Yeah, I want to turn my leg, I can't turn my leg, I open the knee. It's very easy. Okay? Don't feel bad, like 1 out of 20 black belts know that escape. I saw one guy do it in a match, Shanji Guerrero. I saw them open up their legs against Jalasis, as a matter of fact. And I was like, oh, I was like, you know, because you rarely see people opening the knees. So, what I do is, again, I need to use my whole body. I pinch my knees. Watch what happens. I'm not even using my upper body. I pinch my knees and I stretch the calf. I haven't even done this yet, guys. When I pinch my knees and stretch, there's no way that leg's gonna turn. This is so tight, guys. Open up my knees, like, there's no time. You know, he's gonna have to really sit up to get a grip on that, opposed to this. You know, I triangle my legs, he opens it now. Like no gi, yeah, I'm a chasing inverted heel hook. Sport jiu-jitsu, you've lost it. It's a wrap. You're not getting back on that knee bar. Okay? So the proper way to do the knee bar, we're gonna putting a whole bunch of details on what we do. Right? It's just off the basic back step. Here. Boom. I cup it at the calf, I fall with him. So I fell with him to make it harder for him to get his foot and push at my butt. Head on top. If you land like this, don't change it. Timing is more important than technique in something like this. I'm not going to lose all that momentum replacing it. But perfect world, here, controlling the heel. That also helps him from spinning out. Pinch my knees, straighten my legs. He tapped there. Of course, in real time, I'm going to arch my body.
Wow.
All right. There's a lot of power in your legs that people aren't using. I watched Mackenzie Dernch, my favorite grapplers right now, hitting a ton of knee bars, strangling her legs. She's so good at them. And I'm thinking, like, man, if she did the pinch and squeeze and stretch, like, it would be even better, you know? But I'm sure, I mean, she threw the knee bar on me with the legs triangle, all the same. But point being, this is a Sambo version of the knee bar. This is how you land. You know what I mean? Like, you just land with your ankles like that. So it's nothing to pinch and stretch. Because that becomes like like what your drive off of. It becomes so much friction that you're actually driving off of that friction on the thigh. When I do a straight ankle lock, when I trained with Kavaka, he was going here to 50-50. And he was doing this. getting the advantage and then riding out the decision wins, right? Like this. But he's driving off the mat. That was the fundamental problem. So when we got him pushing off the hips, then he went from getting advantages to just straight wrecking people with the straight ankle lock, driving off of the opponent. So the knee bar, I'm actually driving. I'm driving. I'm creating so much friction here that I'm driving off of this. This is very tangible now. It's very real. I can drive off that to break the knee. The best knee bar I have, I actually drive off his hips. That's the strongest, but it's not worth the transition. But if I got here and it was like pop some more flexibility, rather than just give up on it, I would go 1, 2, and then look what it does to my back arch.
Oh,
Opposed to. See the difference? But that's, on paper you go, but you land, this is going to work 95% of the time. You land here, pinch, stretch, you control the heel. A lot of guys do both hands on the heel, but I'm laying on this arm, so I prefer to just hug it to my core, control the heel kind of like a rear naked choke, stretch. Any questions? I know we try to teach in like 1 minute segments and that was like 5, so.
Can we see the setup one more time?
Yeah,
Just
sure.
just run through the whole thing one time.
Most common situation for me here is CB2, the other one. But then he's like this. That knee is no longer like here. So sometimes the knee's here, I can't backstep it. Like he shoots that underhook on me, oh crap. That's like the timing that I use when I decide to backstep. Otherwise I just keep knee slicing. I cup the calf, or he'll triangle his legs. I sit back with him. My ankles cross, I grab the heel, I pinch my knees, I stretch my legs, I use my hips and my back, my whole body at the same time. If I stretch him there and he doesn't tap, I haven't rolled with anybody that won't tap from that. If I stretch him and he doesn't tap, he's really flexible, then I'll put both my feet right in the middle of his butt. And then, you know, I'm either strong enough to dislocate the leg or I'm not, but it's not a lack of the range of motion at that point. See, what happens a lot of times is somebody will get somebody in a submission. Right now it's the heel hook. You see people getting caught in heel hooks and not tapping, and everybody goes, oh, well the Miyao brothers they don't care about their ankles. As if like there's not a flaw in the submission. No, the problem is the other guy, all of his power, he's out of power. And the other guy still has flexibility left. Or maybe you did like sprain the guy's ankle or pop a ligament or something, but like you're out of power. That's the problem. It's not that they're being stubborn, you couldn't break their leg, you know? So that's what's happening. Like you get a knee bar and the guy doesn't tap, it's because you're out of power. Like you're arched out and he's flexible enough that he could, you know, that your power band, like on RPMs, you know, like you have like the most horsepower at a certain level and then it starts to drop and then burn the engine up. So like there's like a certain level where you have all your power, and if their flexibility surpasses that, you may not get the submission. So that's the problem. So I don't like when people like will say like, oh, like the Miyao brothers, because like, man, I'm not sure if I could tap the Miyao brothers or not. If we started in a stagnant position, I'm pretty sure I couldn't tap them in a straight match. But like if I had the ankle lock, maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. But I wouldn't go blaming them for not tapping. Oh, they just don't care about their ankle. No, it's like the problem is like you have a certain amount of power and a range of motion to apply that power. And if the move's not working, you need to change something. You either develop more power or develop like a longer range of motion. So on that straight knee bar, dude, pinch your knees, stretch away. Most of you will probably never get somebody that won't tap from it, that's that flexible. But if they are that flexible, then I'll risk losing it in the transition of putting both feet on the hips. Because once you do that, it's not going to be for a lack of the range of motion. I mean, nobody's leg bends to a 90 this way. You know? Okay, let's give that knee bar a try. 1, 2, 3.